What is up, everybody? My name is Dougals. And we're not standing today. My knees hurt. I'm getting old, okay? Don't judge me. Now, we're on our way to Ledechko. I didn't feel like riding there, so we're just continuing on our investigation. Our plan of one episode of main quest and one of side quest has fallen through, as this seems rather important. So we're making our way. We're doing everything. We got a little hangover, it's fine.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Yeah.
Good luck,
I figured you would know. Hey guys, you guys are clearly bandits. So I want to stay away from you. Someone around here has to know something.
What's going on out there? Who's there?
I hope...
Do you know Riki?
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
You mean Hennick? He's the tanner's son, isn't he?
Any idea where I could find him?
I don't know. Tried his folks' house, but he doesn't spend much time there.
Yeah, do you know him? Can you tell me anything about him?
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why is that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Alright, what's his father like?
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
Alright, why do they call Hinnick Riki?
Why do they call Hinek Riki anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weak of stomach.
True enough. But not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hennick's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
How come he has such a bad reputation?
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Ratai for thieving. And in Neuhof, he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies. And they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here. And we've no use for the likes of him.
Alright, there must be someone who talks to Riki, right?
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Alright.
Good luck to you.
Let's find Adela.
Clean your body and lighten your soul. You should come more often. What in the...
Oh. Alright. Are you in here? Not allowed in here. I am allowed in here, okay.
Good afternoon.
Riki.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
That's your affair, I don't care.
I just wanted to ask you a few questions. It's not my business how you live your life.
I'm glad to hear it. Some folk don't care for the way I make a living.
I can imagine.
So, what about you then? You look a bit careworn. A bath with a bit of company might do you good.
No, I'm good.
That's not what I'm here for.
Shame. So, what do you want to know?
Where's Hinnick?
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
I'm a friend of Hinnick's.
Look, Hinek's my friend, and I really need to know where he is and what he's doing.
But I already told you I don't know where he's got to.
So I suppose he just goes to the woods to pick mushrooms, does he?
Mushrooms? No. More like hares or other game.
So Hinek is a poacher? That's no surprise.
Well, he was never much of one for an honest trade.
Do you know exactly where he goes? Maybe he has some favourite spot he might have told you about?
He said he has some hideout in the woods, but he didn't tell me where.
When did you see him last?
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
What did he say that evening?
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
About the money.
What did he say about the money?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Did you look for the money?
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand.
And where exactly is it hidden?
Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you.
Alright.
May the Lord watch over you.
So, let's go talk to Riki's father and also pick up his stash. Seems like a pretty good way to do things. Man, it feels weird to sit down and play. Alright, you there.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Riki.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
I am an envoy of Sir Radzig.
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radzig Kabila, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off, and tell me where your son is right now.
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hinek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? We're here on behalf of Sir Radzig. There's nothing waiting for Hinek but the gibbet.
Maybe there's a way out.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hinek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right.
New speech.
He was here a
perk.
few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you
Poacher's
have
Hut.
any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there is all.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
I
Go.
think.
And if he's really in as much shit as you say,
Actually,
I'd
let's
like
talk
to talk
about
to you about
Riki.
I'm very busy, so
Who are his friends?
Do you at least know any friends he's with, or someone he goes to see?
as far as I know, nobody here in the village talks to him.
I heard he's seeing some bathhouse wench.
Maybe. He can't get it for free, so I suppose he has to go to the baths.
Alright,
Don't you have any clue at all where his...
I really don't,
How's that?
because every...
the money he brought
You
home.
have money because he sold the stuff right away.
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right, I'll ask at the inn then.
Alright,
Go. And if he's really...
let's go western corner. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, I'm not filling in this hole, buddy. You can do that on your own time.
Hey! Who's there? Who's there?
Look, it's me.
What's it to be?
I'm just investigating. Get back to work. Ah.
Hey!
Ah. I don't know why they sit there. Who's there? I'm right in front of you. They must not have eyeballs. Oh yeah, we got a new perk. Let's 50% higher reputation when talk to women and +1 speech bonus so I can persuade them more easily. Okay, what about Silver Tongue? I'm doing Silver Tongue. I like to haggle. So if it increases my speech while haggling, I'm all here for it.
I just don't get it.
What don't you get?
Why do we have to sniff around for some stinking tanner? Can't we just leave him be?
Don't be such a knucklehead. Of course we can't leave him be. Runt would slit your throat if he heard you.
Oh.
How he peasants? What can he do to us?
You really can't get it into your thick skull, can you? It's about our fucking reputation.
How can it help our reputation? Folk already shit themselves when they see us.
God-fearing folk, maybe. But in this trade, even your own people have to be afraid of you. Otherwise, they might get the idea they can do without you. Get it?
All right. But that fellow ain't one of us, though.
You moron. That's just why we have to get him, right? So no one else tries it on.
It's all the same to me. I'll skewer him anyway. Just I can't be bothered looking for him.
Well, while we're at it, did you ask about him at the village?
Aye. Nobody knows where he is. Seems he's always wandering off somewhere.
We'll wait and see what the chief says then.
Hi, guys. You know, I've just been eavesdropping. So, look. Look, can we talk privately?
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. They have nothing to do with Riki. They only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's.
Nah.
He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
Buying from poachers is a crime. You
I
know
don't
that,
give a
right?
damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know where Riki is. It's urgent.
What have our deals got to do with where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's likely Riki is hiding out at his poaching lair. And believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him.
Yeah,
and it's
I'm
even
smart
easier
cookie.
to go to the castle and tell them. Poaching's a crime, after all.
All right. But give me your word of honor you won't tell anyone about our deal.
You have my word.
Why? So, what do you want to know?
I
His
hear
hideout.
Hinnock has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. You know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But
But I happen to know it's a dark place. A cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
Alright, and where
And do you
would
know
this
of any
location
mine
be?
shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft in the headlands close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Alright. Well, thank you very much. Now, you folks, I kind of want to hang around and see what you guys do. I found a camp. But I don't see a camp. Never mind, I found the camp. Hello. All right. You come with me. No one's gonna find you over here. You're far enough away from the camp. And everything's gonna be a-okay. How's my hunger? I could do with a bite to eat. You know, nothing to see here. Look, I just need y'all away from prying eyes, okay? Look, no one's following you, okay? Yeah, yes, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Oh, who's a good pupper?
Can I help?
Look, I need you to turn around. Because what's soon to happen, you don't want to be a part of, okay? And I would have no problems doing to you as well. Instead, you're just going to keep following. we'll just do a quick little save. Nothing to see here. One guy left. Alright, now no one's looking for Riki. And life is good. Alright, let's go, we're not going stealthy anymore. Alright, hey. Look, I know you're in here.
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you.
Are you talking to the dead deer?
You have no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Then who are you?
Well, let's see. We have an enemy in common.
That's not important. The important thing is we have a common foe.
Considering all the enemies I have, the odds of that are pretty high.
I'm talking about the gang that raided the Neuhof stud farm. I know you were there.
Yeah.
I was, but I've got nothing in common with those bastards.
I'll take your word for it, providing you tell me what you know.
I don't know why you should care. If it keeps my neck out of the noose, I'll spill the beans.
That Neuhof raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhof. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard. Well, they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking, I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
Yeah. Tell me about your gang. Who put you in contact with Runt?
Who got your two gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Alright, tell me something about your
That
gang.
gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Planning and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhof, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy. I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Yeah, not anymore. Where are Timmy and Pius?
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
Okay. Runt's gang. Did you know any of Runt's people?
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
Alright, where are Runt and the rest?
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid.
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
And where is the camp?
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Alright, tell me about Runt.
Who is this Runt? What does he look like? Do you know anything about him?
I never saw him before, but he's massive and scary as hell. Even his own men are afraid of him.
Did you notice what his sword looked like?
No, it was just a regular sword, I think. Why do you ask?
I think I once had the doubtful honour of meeting that bastard, and he has something that doesn't belong to him.
Alright. The Neuhof raid. Describe the raid in detail.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
Clearly not.
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. Knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, two of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion?
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels.
Okay.
Luckily, they
So
were
Ginger
so
didn't
bucketed
kill
from the
anyone.
raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
Alright, what now?
You're coming with me. Sir Radzig and Sir Hanish will want to hear what you've got to say.
Don't suppose there's any chance you might turn a blind eye.
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know. You can tell them yourself, and leave me here, and in a few weeks I'll pack up and clear off.
It would be best if you vanished. You know, I don't want to kill you. You did cooperate.
It might be best if you disappeared. You're no use to me anymore anyway.
Thank you so much. I'll remember this till the day I die.
Best just try living honestly.
I'll do my best. I promise.
Alright. Well, let me get out of here then. I would say... What do we got over here? Kill the kid. Okay, so that's a side quest. Alright, so we're gonna go see about finding Timmy. We'll be back when we are closer. I would say this looks like the place. Alright, let's ask people around here. Alright, you're going inside. Anyone outside? You there. You have a name.
I'm looking for a colossus by the name of Timmy. I heard he works here.
I don't know anyone like that.
Sir Hanush has sent me.
I'm here in the service of Sir Hanush.
Sir Hanush? Jesus Christ. It must be serious.
All right, but not here. We'll talk round the back, behind the mill.
Alright, sounds good to me. Oh wait. This place opens? Whoa. Who would have thought? I've never actually been up here. Sadly, there's like no goodies in here. Oh well. Alright, we don't have any savior snaps. It's okay, we don't need to save.
Here I am. So, why all the secrecy?
What do you want from Timmy?
Can you tell me where to find him?
Promise me nothing will happen to him.
Why do you care so much?
He's my brother. He's not very smart, you see, and he's always getting led astray by his no-good friends. And now there's some right peculiar characters looking for him.
Who are they?
Yeah.
I don't know. But they looked like cutthroats, and they said some strange things.
But I didn't tell them anything.
That's good. But sooner or later they'll find him anyway. Tell me where he is, and I'll take care of him.
Alright.
He's hiding at the Colburn farm, over by Merhoyed.
4v1, eh? You know, these odds, I like them.
I get the feeling you're looking for someone here. I'm looking for someone too. Maybe we could help each other.
You know, I doubt it.
I don't think so.
No? Why not?
Because I don't like your face.
Because I don't much like the look of you. You or your cronies. And I don't like you breathing on me. I don't like the way you stink. So fuck off.
Well, well. Bold words for a whippersnapper like you. Come on then. Let's see what you're made of.
Oh yeah, let's see what you're made of.
The pig turns up willingly. Just when I wanted to vent my...
Why do I not have my weapon equipped? Alright. Yeah, you didn't like that, did you?
Squash you like the louse you are.
Bam.
I'm weak at the knees.
Bam. Okay. Didn't like that very much. You there. Alright.
What's that?
Well, this is what happens when people don't mind their own business. And I get to take their groschen. Okay. One, two, three, four. Shard, sax, soul slicer. What did you have? Coxcomb. Alright, well, they have been dealt with. And now, we must go find Timmy. The good town of Merhoyed. Oh. Okay. Took a left a little too early. Timmy. What are you doing there, bud?
Hey, Timmy. How are you today?
I'm all right. Have we met?
We have now.
Huh? Oh, shit. What do you want? It wasn't me. I didn't... I mean... Shit.
About the Neuhoff massacre.
I saw what you did at Neuhoff.
What are you talking about? You weren't there. I mean, I wasn't there.
Don't waste your breath. You were there with Limpy Lubosh and Riki. I heard all about it.
What do you want from me?
Your mate Hinek told me about a whole camp full of those horse huns. And I want to find it. I need to find it.
I am.
Yeah, but why should I trust you, though? I'm not stupid. You might be one of them. Pretending to not be one of them.
I might be one of
Trying
them,
to catch
pretending
me out.
not to be one of them,
I won't
but
tell you
actually
nothing.
be them, without being them. Do I look like a cutthroat to you?
Do I look like someone who goes around hunting down half-wits for pleasure?
No, I reckon not. But I don't know where their camp is.
That's a load of horse shit. Hinek told me you were there and that Pius warned you to keep your mouth shut. You must know something.
Well, once I was there with them, yeah. Only I was pretty drunk, so I'm not too sure.
Try to remember.
It was in the woods. In some kind of woods.
Yep,
You
woods.
know, with trees and stuff.
Yep, woods
There
have
were
trees
some wrecked
and
houses
stuff.
there and all. In the woods.
All right, wrecked
A
houses in
church.
the woods.
There was a church there. Kind of a broken one, though.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot. Now it's all clear to me. Do you remember which way you went?
It was straight north from Talmberg.
Uh-huh.
When you go uphill from the castle, there's a path there round some barns, I think. It leads to the woodcutters' camp.
Uh-huh.
If you go further on past the woodcutters, you come across this abandoned house. Can't miss it. Looks like a house, only abandoned.
Yep, looks like a house,
Go
only
to the
abandoned.
left
Makes sense for an
there
abandoned house.
And carry on till you come to this clearing with a big beech tree. Or was it an oak? You go left there again.
Uh-huh.
There's this narrow path, and you go straight along there. Sometimes it splits up. You just keep to the left until you come to a crossroads by this big flat rock. You keep straight on there. After a while, you'll see a bridge. And it's right there. Easy as you please.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
All right.
But you won't tell nobody about Neuhoff, right? You promised. Oh no, bugger. I meant to make you promise, but I forgot.
I won't tell.
Don't worry. But in future, find some other way to make money. Like honest work?
Thanks. I'll try. On account of my sister, at least.
That girl at the windmill?
Hi, Merker. Did you talk to her? What did she say?
She told me you're as thick as a fence post and always getting dragged into some mischief.
Did she? Yeah, she's probably right.
I would say so. Alright, let's go report our findings to Sir Radzig.
Yeah.
And hope for the best. Excuse me, pardon me. Coming through. Ah, Sir Radzig. Humble as ever, sleeping outside.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Let's see. I've been to Ujits and the parish priest there is odd.
Sir, I've been to Ujits and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy with a sword. Do you know anything about him, sir?
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He's the youngest son of one of the lords of Kuttenberg. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care for it.
Makes sense.
So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went roaming. I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. Hanush would know more about him.
Alright. I have news about the investigation.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Ujits.
The trail leads to Ujits. I found out one of the bandits is from there. A fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I see. What else?
The bandit in Ujits has been killed.
I went to Ujits, where they told me I could find Lubosh, only someone had murdered him. It seems they're trying to cover their tracks and get rid of witnesses.
Indeed. The whole affair's becoming ever more suspicious.
Yeah.
Have you any further clues?
I found out about another one of them, a crony of Limpy Lubosh's. They call him Riki, and he comes from Nadechko.
You're doing a good job, but you need to be careful. Have you found this Riki fellow?
Runt is behind it.
I'm afraid my news isn't good, sir.
I might have expected as much. Tell me the worst.
This Riki fellow was hiding out in the woods, and his former accomplices really did want to kill him, because he, Limpy Lubosh and others deserted them in Neuhoff. It seems they wanted no part in the killing. Anyway, Riki told me they were hired by a bandit they call Runt. He's the one who stole your sword. Those murdering whoresons weren't after loot. They just wanted to do damage. And the worst thing is, they have an encampment in the area, and they're getting ready to make more trouble.
Sakra. Anything else?
That's all I found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new.
They have an encampment.
About that encampment, sir.
What is it, lad?
I know where it is.
I found out about the camp from another of the bandits who deserted. He's called Timmy. Big fellow, but more brawn than brain. The camp is an abandoned village in the woods to the west of Townburg.
Good work, lad. Have you been to check it out? Do you know how many of them there are?
I don't know much apart from where it is.
We really need to find out more. Could you go back there and try to discover anything that could help us in the assault? The more we know, the better. And if you could carry out some sabotage while you're in there, it would be invaluable. But don't take any unnecessary risks. I don't want to lose you.
Fair enough, fair enough. I will try.
Certainly, sir. That is... I'll do what I can.
That's what I like to hear. You'll be our eyes and ears, lad. Our success will depend on what you find out. Go, and get back here as soon as you can. Meanwhile, I'll muster my men.
I'll find out what I can and be right back.
Good luck to you.
All right. That's going to do it for this episode. I think in the next one, we'll tackle Pribyslavitz and the raid on the banditos. So hopefully you've enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one.